Alrighty, let's sit up tall. Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubinti.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information is on the bottom of the video. And of course, all of this can be found on my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. Please make sure that if you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, that you do modify or skip poses altogether, being mindful that you do not create any injuries by taking poses out not appropriate, especially if it's something that is working against a condition that you have. All right, so being mindful to make good decisions about what you do within this practice. All right, let's sit up tall and palms face up. Fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. As you settle into your seat, let your shoulders broaden. And with your lips touching, start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose, letting the inhales even out with the exhales. Three ohms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into thumbs, lifting the heart up toward the sky, setting your intention for yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vushtan, Sarva Vushtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyendraha, Bihyendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes and let the palms face up again. Fingers come back to Jnana Mudra. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Inhale, release, back to center. Drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder. Release, back to center. Drop left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side. Roll it back. Opposite side, roll it center. Take a few more rounds in that same direction. Gentle, easy circles, beginning to move the top of the spine. And chin back to center and pause. And then taking the opposite direction. And back to center again. Lift the chin parallel to the floor on neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet, hands supporting to either side of you, and turn your toes toward each other, and then roll out. Draw in, roll out, draw in. Outer rotation, circling the ankles. And take it back to center, switch them around, inner rotations, opposite direction. Come back to center again. Cross your shins and take the opposite shin on top. So non-dominant crossing of the legs. Inhale, take the arms up high and extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Stay twisting to the right. Raise your right arm up and overhead and tilting toward the left side for the right side stretch. Take it back up to vertical. Right hand grabs the left knee so your arms are crossed. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drawing forward. As you round forward, let the upper back release. And once you come to your forward fold with your hands, pull the knees toward the center line, and that will help you feel for a spread of the entire back bodies. Keeping arms crossed, inhale, come up with eagle arms, so the right arm should be on top. On the inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. On the exhale, round it forward. Up and down 3 times. Inhale, roll it up. Elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, draw it forward. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, draw forward again. Stay in the forward fold. Now, if you have more range, maybe your hands can touch down. If you have even more range, it could be your forearms. Just let the upper back spread to open. Create space through the back of the spine. Inhale, lift back up to vertical, keeping your eagle arms. Exhale, twist to the right. Press your right arm up against your left. Inhale, back to center. Twist your left. Press your left arm up against the right. Inhale, back to center. Release your arms. Extend out, palms up, and reach up. Exhale, twist to your left. Left hand behind you, right hand to your left knee. Stay twisting, side bend, left arm up and overhead, tilt toward the right side. Come back up to vertical. Wrap the left arm over your right, grabbing the right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. All right, so once you come forward with your hands, pull the tops of the knees toward each other and feel for the spread of the upper back. And just let the weight fall forward. Come up with eagle arms, so your left arm should stay on top. Inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. On the exhale, round it forward 3 times. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, forward. Stay in the forward fold. And again, if you can, touch your hands down or your forearms down and just let the weight fall forward. Inhale, roll it back up to vertical, keeping your eagle arms. Exhale, twist to your left. Press your left arm up against your right. Inhale, back to center. Twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Releasing arms. Extend out and up. And side bend to the right. Right hand to floor. Left arm overhead. So now it is primarily a left side stretch. You're going to take your left hand and reach it toward the right-hand corner of the room and let the left shoulder start to descend a little bit and then extend the left arm even further forward. So you should get a nice open stretch through the upper back on the left side. Take it back to stacking your shoulders for the left side stretch. Come all the way up, and then other side. Left hand to the floor, right arm overhead, and side bending to the left. Then with your right hand, reach for the upper left-hand corner of the room. Let the right shoulder blade start to descend a little bit. Create that space on the upper back on the right side. Take it back to stacking of the shoulders for the right side stretch. Come all the way back up. And then let the hands come back behind you. Extend the legs forward. With your fingertips, rotate your fingertips outwardly. Take it slightly behind you. Lift the chest, broaden your shoulders. Gaze gently upwards, engaging your upper back as you spread the front of the chest, the front of the shoulders. Release, come back to neutral. Left hand stays behind you, right hand to your left knee, and twist to your left. Take it back to center, switch sides, right hand behind you, left hand to outer right leg, twist to the right. Take it back to center. We're going to go to the left again, but you're going to walk your left hand slightly further back and lean the torso back as well, so that when you twist, you're going to get a different spot along the spine, maybe a little bit lower on the lower back, but you're also stretching the front of the left shoulder. And take it back up, switch sides, right hand behind you, walk it slightly further back, and also lean back, and then twist. So you should feel for a different spot along your spine, probably on the lower back. Take it back up to center. Interlace your fingers. Reach your palms forward as you round the back. Inhale, lengthen, reach up and arch back slightly. Release. Hands together in prayer. Interlace with the other thumb on top. And again, press forward as you round the spine. Inhale, lift up, slightly arching back and open up the shoulders. And release, come back to neutral, hands support. Let the feet go a little bit wider, maybe off your mat. All right, press your left arm to inside the left leg. Extend the right arm out, and then side bend. Right arm overhead and slide to your left. Now, if you're less flexible, you might be a little higher, right? If you're more flexible, keep side bending to the left to the point that maybe your forearm can come down to the floor. So whether you're higher or lower, it doesn't matter. You're just working at your range. Now, stay in this side bend and raise your right arm up and behind you with the half bind. Let the shoulders start to stack so the front of the right shoulder draws up and back so they can stack. You should feel a nice stretch to the front of the right shoulder. There's a slight rotation to your mid and lower back. All right, re-extend the right arm up and then lift all the way back up. Left hand to the floor to outside the left leg, right arm overhead, and reach forward. This time, grab the outside of the left foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release. Take it back up. Take the hands slightly behind you, and again, outwardly rotate. Lift the chest up, gaze up. And release, come back to neutral. Press your right hand to inside the right leg. Extend the left arm out, and then reach overhead for the side stretch. All right, so again, if you're less flexible, maybe a little higher, but just keep reaching with your left fingertips and extend. If you have a little bit more range, keep sliding your right hand further and further out, and maybe to the point that the forearm can come down. Allow the shoulders to continue to stack. You can press your right arm to inside the right leg. Let's take a half bind, left arm up and behind you, and let the resistance of the hand to your lower back help you to stack your shoulders. So the front of the left shoulder should draw up and back in space. Raise your left arm back up and press into your right hand to lift back up. Right hand to the outside of the right leg. Start to steer the torso over your right leg. Extend and fold. Grab the outside of the right foot if you can. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now, if you're not grabbing the foot, you don't have a lot of range. Outside of the leg is fine. And just keep leaning the torso forward at your range of motion. Inhale, release. Take it back up to center. And again, with your hands, outwardly turn your fingertips out. Hands slightly back behind you. Broaden your shoulders. Gently lift up. Gaze up. Come back to neutral. Take the legs a little bit wider. All right, left hand is slightly behind you, right arm forward, bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting to your left. You can use your right hand to grab the outside of the left leg and press into the leg to deepen your twist. And square back to center, switch sides. Right hand behind you, left arm forward, bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting to the right. And you can use your left hand to outer right leg for resistance so that you can push against your outer leg to twist deeper. Square back to center. Hands again behind you, outwardly turning your hands. This time you're going to lengthen through the spine to come to neutral. And then on the exhale, start to tilt the torso forward. Now try to keep a neutral spine as you hinge at the hips to take it forward. All right, so you should also still feel a little bit of an upper back bend. Now once you get to a certain point, maybe you can walk your hands forward to support differently, but keep the spine in as much of a neutral position as possible. And then when you're ready, you can crawl the hands a little bit further forward. So take your time. We'll take a bunch of breaths here. And then once you have a breath or two in, and if you're ready to go even deeper, just keep working progressively, but very slowly and mindfully forward. And keeping in mind, this could be a very intense hamstring stretch, inner thigh stretch, inner hip stretch, so make sure you go easy. And begin to walk it back in. With your hands supporting the inner thighs above the knees, pull the knees up, and then your knees will naturally bend, and then soles of feet together. Let the feet go further forward, creating a diamond shape. This is your Tadasana. You can grab the inner feet or thread the arms underneath your legs, and then round the spine to draw forward. Allow the lower back to release. Allow the head to get heavy. And start to release. Make your way back up. Take the inner thighs together. Swing the legs back behind you. Crawl the hands forward. And then let's lower onto your belly. Let's take Sphinx Pose. Forearms come forward. You can grab opposite elbows, and that should help you to measure out for shoulders width. And then take the forearms to parallel each other again. And then taking a look that your shoulders and your elbows line up. So you want a vertical upper arm, so you end up with about 90 degrees with your arms. And then once you're there, press your belly and your lower ribs to the floor, and then press your forearms down to lift your chest. Now, as you continue to work into this mid-back bend, I want you to think about releasing your glutes. If you tend to squeeze your glutes a little bit, release it. Then as you press your belly and your lower ribs toward the floor, think about also releasing your lower back So when you release your lower back, just feel like your belly is pressing downwards, and then create as little tension to your lower back as possible. Then at the same time, press your forearms down and lift your upper back. So you're going into a mid-back bend with a very relaxed lower back, relaxed glutes. All right, let's re-engage your lower back just a little bit so that you can safely come up a little higher. Press your hands down, lift the elbows up. And then once you have your elbows up, continue to feel like your belly and your lower ribs are reaching toward the floor, but you don't have to touch. So it's an energetic reaching of the belly down so that you can continue to deepen your back bend. And bend the elbows. Start to lower all the way down. Walk your hands back alongside the rib cage and gently, slowly transition back to your child's pose. Seat toward the heels as you fold. And walk your hands back in, sitting on top of your shins. Take the left hand to the floor for support, right arm up, and bend your right elbow. Then taking your right elbow, reaching toward your left knee. Let's take it up and down 5 times. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, take it back up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, take it back up. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, back up. One more time. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, take it back up. Re-extend the right arm. Reach your left hand further out and side bending to the left. Now, as you keep reaching your right hand to your left side, look toward the floor with your gaze, and then the chin toward the left shoulder as well. And let's take the chin back to neutral, looking forward. Raise your right arm up, re-extend, and let's take it to the second side. Right hand to the floor, left arm up, and bend your left elbow. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, take it back up. We'll do that 5 times. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, take it back up. Elbow to the knee. Inhale, back up. Elbow to the knee. Inhale, back up. One more time. Elbow to the knee. Inhale, take it back up. Re-extend the left arm. Walk your right hand further out. And then side bending to the right. And then keeping a side bend, just turn the chin toward the floor, looking down, and the chin toward the right shoulder. Let the side of the neck get a little bit more space. Take the chin, looking back forward again, coming back to neutral. Re-extend, come all the way up. And then staying on your shins. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace. Broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back, lift your chest, gaze upwards. Come back to neutral, release. Extend the arms forward. Left hand to your right shoulder, right arm underneath. Walk your hands toward the center line and grip the fingertips to the upper back. On the inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. On the exhale, round the upper back, elbows toward the ribs. Now think about drawing circles with your elbows. You're going to move the elbows to the right, up, left, and down. Right, up, left, and down. One more. Right, up, left, down. Stay with the elbows toward the ribs, round the upper back even more, chin toward the chest, and create a lot of space through the upper back. Inhale, come back up to neutral, releasing hands. Wrap the hands back behind you and take the other thumb on top, interlacing. Broaden your shoulders, reach your knuckles back, arch your upper back, gently looking up. Come back to neutral. Release. Extend the arms forward. This time, right hand to your left shoulder, left arm underneath. Walk your hands in toward the center line as close as you can, and then press your hands to the upper back and spread the upper back. Inhale, lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, round the mid-upper back, elbows toward the ribs, and round it forward. Then this time taking circles to your left. So elbows out to left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down. One more. Left, up, right, down. Stay forward folding, elbows toward the ribs, and round even more. Come back up to neutral, releasing hands. Let the hands reach alongside the hips, elongate through the spine. Now, if your fingertips are touching down and you're kind of restricting yourself, then reach your hands further out, so a little bit wider. So I just want you to graze your fingertips toward the floor so that you have something to reach for. So I want you to find length through the sides of the neck and the front and the top of the shoulders. All right, come back to neutral. Walk your hands forward, down dog, tucking your toes under and walking it out side to side. And come back to stillness in your down dog. Walk your feet wider, about mat width distance. Let's take a twist. Left hand walks toward the center line and then closer toward your feet, so drawing your hands in a little bit. Then right arm threads underneath to grab the left ankle and then pull the torso toward that left leg. Release, come back. Switching hands. So wherever your left hand was, place your right hand, and the left hand grab the outer right ankle and pull toward that right leg. Release, and walk it back to your down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the right knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Inhale, kick it up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Re-extend the right foot, step it forward, warrior one. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Take the right hand to inside. to your down dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Re-extend the left foot, step it forward, warrior one. On the exhale, open it up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse, warrior. Exhale, side angle. You can take the hand to the floor or elbow to the knee to modify. Right arm reaching up. Inhale, take it all the way back up, reverse, warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank. And again, lower all the way down to the belly. This time, the progressive cobras, you're not lifting up and down, you're just going progressively up. So hands alongside the rib cage, lift up, baby cobra, staying here. Press into your floor, lift up a little bit higher. Press into the floor, lift up even higher. Again, full extension of your arms if you have it, bending the elbows if you need it. And again, feel like you're spreading the chest as you engage upper back, creating space, and then maybe the hips release a little bit toward the floor. And then re-engage, and then slowly lower all the way down, and then into your child's pose, feet toward the heels. Come back up to down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Re-extend, step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Left hand catching your right wrist, extend and side bending to your left. Take it back up to vertical, switch hands, extend, side bending to the right. Back to center, arms up, cactus your arms. On the exhale, draw the arms in toward each other. So your hands are very active and your elbows are reaching forward, so your shoulders and your arms are active. Inhale, open, and draw the elbows as far back as you can and engage in your upper back. Exhale, draw the arms in. Inhale, open. Draw the arms in. Inhale, open. Stay here, and then elbows toward each other as you flip the palms to face up, and then reach the arms up, fingers touch. Exhale, draw the elbows back. Inhale, reach the arms up. Draw the elbows back, reach the arms up. Warrior one, and then open it up for warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle pose. Right hand to top of the shin or to the floor, left arm up. Take it all the way back up. Reverse triangle. And then hands to the floor, right foot stepping back. Plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Take the left forearm down and roll to the outer left hip. With the right hand, support. Pick up the right foot, flex your foot. On the inhale, draw the right leg forward. On the exhale, draw the right heel back. Inhale, draw forward. Exhale, draw back. Inhale, draw forward. This time, exhale, draw back. Bend your right knee. Grab hold of the outside of the right foot with your hand and kick back. Release, re-extend the right leg out and take the right hand to the floor for support. Then roll the toes to face upwards and then lift the right leg up. Lower the right heel almost all the way down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. This time, lift. Stay lifted. If you want, yogic toe lock to the right big toe, and then yogi your toes, which means the toe mounds press upwards toward the sky like you're tiptoeing. And extend. Feel for that stretch. And start to release. square back to center, through your child's pose, stretching your lower back once again, and then down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Re-extend, stepping the left foot forward, warrior one. Right hand catching your left wrist, extend and side bending to the right. Take it back up, switch hands, extend, side bending to your left. Take it back up. Then cactus your arms, palms face forward. On the exhale, draw the arms in toward each other, very active arms and shoulders. Inhale, open. Draw the elbows way back. Exhale, draw the arms in toward each other. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, open. Stay here. And then as you draw the elbows toward each other, flip the palms to face up. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, draw the elbows in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, draw the elbows in. Inhale, reach up. Warrior one. And then open it up for warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Left hand to top of the shin or to the floor, right arm up. Inhale, take it all the way back up. Reverse. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back. And then lower all the way down to the belly. Take the right forearm down and roll to the outer right leg. Left hand to support. Pick up the left foot just a little bit and flex your left heel. So strong with your left leg. On the inhale, draw the left leg forward. Exhale, draw the left heel back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. This time, exhale back. Bend your left knee. Grab the outside of the left foot and kick it back in space. So Laura, kick the foot away from you to lengthen out the arm. There you go. All right, release, square it back. Take the left hand back down for support and flex your left foot. Roll the toes to face up. And then on the inhale, lift the left heel up. Exhale, lower the left heel down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This time, lift, and then yogic toe lock to the left big toes. Once you have it, then you want to also yogi your left foot. So the toe mounds are reaching up, so you're lengthening out the left leg and the left arm a little bit more actively. All right, release, square back to center, and then roll back onto the belly through child's pose. Seat toward the heels, and then make your way back to the down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Re-extend, step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, broaden your shoulders, reach back, gaze upwards. Exhale, bow forward, devotional warrior. Take it back up to warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle, left palm to face down and reach forward with your left arm. Half bind, left arm up and behind you, stack your shoulders. You may stay here with a half bind if you want to take a full bind. Right arm wraps underneath your right leg, circling behind you to grab the other hand. Release your right hand back down for side angle. And then you're going to revolve it. Left hand comes to the floor. Raise your right arm up to twist. Extend the right arm forward. Extend it revolved. And then half bind it. Right arm up and behind you. Stack even more. Inhale. Take it all the way back up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg. Extended triangle. So right hand to top of the shin onto the floor. Left palm facing down and reach forward once again. Half bind, left arm up and behind you. Let your shoulders stack. Raise your left arm up and to the floor. And then we're going to frame the right leg to fold over your right leg for your pyramid. Now, if your left foot needs to make the adjustment of turning forward a little bit so that you can square your hips a little bit more, you can make the adjustment and then fold over the right leg. And let's revolve it. Left hand stays down. Right arm up to twist. Extend the right arm forward. Extended revolve triangle. And then half bind it. Right arm up and behind you. Twist even deeper. Bend the front knee, circle it all the way up into reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, right foot stepping back. Lower all the way down to the belly. All right, you're going to take the arms out to a T position. Left cheek comes to the floor. So Laura, we need to look at this before you do it. So left cheek coming down, you're going to bend your right knee, lift the right thigh, and step the right foot back behind you. Right? And then step it behind you. There you go. Now keep your hands planted to the floor for support. Once your right foot is down, making contact, you want to stabilize your right foot and think about steering your right knee toward the sky. So that will help you find more openness into your inner right thigh, inner right hip. But also that will intensify the stretch to your left shoulder blade and front of the left shoulder and the pectorals. So make sure you go easy and just actively think about your right knee reaching up and slightly behind you. All right, let's square it back. Walk your right hand in for support, and then pick up the right foot. Reach your right heel over to the right side, 90 degrees, and take your forearms down to take Sphinx Pose. Good. So once you settle into the pose, feeling steady, think about the inner right hip, inner right thigh, reaching toward the floor. So you're creating space through the inner hip, inner thigh. Right, so don't overdo it. Just feel for extra openness by applying a little bit of pressure. Now, if this feels good enough, stay here. If you want to add on, turn the left forearm in 45 degrees, and this angling of the left forearm gives you a lot of stability. Then bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, grabbing the foot and kicking back. Now, if this is too much for you, then you can just take the right hand down, stack your shoulders, and look toward the right side. And that might be good enough. So you're adding a rotation in your back bend here. All right, start to square off. Walk your hands back in. Swing the right leg back. And then again, through child's pose, seat toward the heels. Neutralizing your lower back through a forward fold. And then down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Re-extend, step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace with the other thumb on top. Lift up, gaze upwards. And then bow forward, devotional warrior. Take it all the way back up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Right palm face down, reach forward. You can take the left hand to the floor or elbow to the knee to modify as you need. Half bind, right arm up and behind you. And let the right shoulder draw up and back. Now you can stay here in the half bind. If you have a little bit more range, you want to go full bind. Left arm wraps underneath the left leg and behind you to take the other hand. Then you want to lift the upper torso, lean it back, and stack your shoulders. All right, releasing, come back to side angle. Left hand to the floor, right arm up, and then let's work on revolving it. Right hand comes to the floor, left arm reaching up to twist. Extend the left arm forward, extend it revolved. And then half bind it, left arm up and behind you, stacked even more. On the inhale, circle it all the way up into reverse warrior. Stretch our left side and derotate. And then lengthen out the left leg. Extended triangle. So again, modify. Hand to top of the shin or to the floor. Right palm facing down and reach forward. Half bind it. Right arm up and behind you. Let's revolve it. Right arm up. Right hand to floor, actually forward folding first. So framing your left leg. If you need to make the adjustment of the back foot, turning forward a little bit will help you to square off. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward over your left leg. Feeling for that left hamstring stretch. Let's revolve again. Right hand stays down. Left arm up to twist. Extend it forward. Left palm face down. Reach forward. Half bind it. Left arm up and behind you. Raise the left arm back up. And then bend the left knee and circle it up into reverse warrior. Stretch out your left side. And then hands to the floor. Left foot stepping back. Lower all the way down to the belly. Taking the arms out to a T position. Right cheek comes to the floor. Bend your left knee. Pick up the left thigh. Step it behind you. Keep supporting with your left hand. Now, once your left foot makes contact, think about the left knee reaching up toward the sky and slightly behind you. And that might intensify the stretch your right shoulder blade. Just go easy. But continue to feel for the left knee lifting up and back. So rather than disengaging, right, you want openness to your inner left hip, inner left thigh. When you're ready to square off, pick up the left foot. Left leg moves over to the left side, 90 degrees, and then take the forearms down. And then coming back into Sphinx combined with this hip opener. So find a nice steady position. Then think about the inner left thigh, inner left hip reaching towards the floor. And then as you press your forearms down, you're lifting your chest. So it is mid-back bend here in your Sphinx as well. All right, this is intense enough. Stay here. If you're going further, turn your right forearm in 45 degrees. So you have an option of left hand to the floor, lifting, twisting, looking past your left shoulder. Or bending your right knee, reach back with your left hand and grab that foot and kick it back in space. Alrighty, beginning to release, pressing into your left hand, leverage weight to walk your left foot back, and then again, child's pose, feet toward the heels, stretching, neutralizing the lower back, and then down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Step the right foot forward, crescent moon, left knee comes down. Take extra padding to your left knee if you need. So a simple way is taking a mat, folding left side towards center to double up your mat if you need it. Otherwise, just lunge your hips forward. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Allow the left thigh, left quads, and left psoas to get into that stretch. All right, then keep your legs as you then raise the arms up. Let's start with your arms parallel and straight up to the sky. And then let's lean it back with a back bend. Then come back up to vertical. Let's move your shoulders, move your arms forward, wide. Flip the palms up, and then reach your arms up. Arms forward to parallel the floor. Open wide. Flip the palms, reach up one more time. Forward, wide. Flip the palms, reach up. And this time, wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, broaden your shoulders, lift up and back. Then start to release the hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn the right toes out at an angle, so 30 to 45 degrees, and the right thigh should also turn out roughly the same. Take the left hand a little bit wider, creating a wider triangle to balance on. Then raise your right arm up and behind you, half bind, and let the shoulders stack to twist. Keep the hips leaning forwards and downwards. Try not to roll to the side of the leg, but straight forward instead. And if you would like to bind hand to foot, bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand, and kick the foot away from you. Start to release your left leg. Raise your right arm up and overhead for the right side stretch. Then raise your right arm back up. You're going to thread the right arm underneath the left and keep reaching your right hand to your left side as you bend your left elbow. Shoulder and cheek comes toward the floor. Release coming back up. Walk your hands back in. Turn the right toes back forward. Pyramid. Tuck the left toes under, and let's again fold over the right leg. Bend the front knee, ground the palms, step the right foot back, down dog, and pedal out the legs. All right, come back to stillness. Second side, left leg up. Step the left foot forward, crescent moon. Right knee comes down, extra padding to your right knee again if you need it. Hands on top of the thighs, and then lunge to reach your hips forwards and downwards. So stay here with your arms supporting. Let's get into the stretch of the right quads, the hips, and the psoas on the right side. And then start to release. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace with the other thumb on top, and broaden. And start to release. Reach your arms up. Let's take it to vertical, and then lean it back just a little bit for a back bend. Take it back to vertical. This time, take hands into fists. Open them out to the side, and then roll the fists forward, down, and as far back as you can. And then roll the fists forward, up, and as far back as you can. 3 times. Roll forwards, down, and back. Roll forwards, up, and back. One more. Forwards, down, and back. Forwards, up, and back. Release. Arms up, hands to the floor, to the inside of the left foot. Turn your left toes out at an angle. Left thigh turns out as well. Right hand a little bit wider. Then raise your left arm up and back behind you for the half bind and stack your shoulders. Keep the hips moving forwards and downwards. And try not to roll to the side of the leg or the outer right hip. Continue to work here, a binding. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your left hand, grabbing the foot. You want to kick the foot away and continue to stack your shoulders, but at the same time, the hips are moving forwards and downwards. Release your right leg. Raise your left arm up and overhead. Left side stretch. So reach toward the right. And then take the left arm back up. Thread the left arm underneath your right. And as you bend your right elbow, left hand keeps reaching to the right side, drawing your left shoulder, left cheek toward the floor. Press into your right hand, walk it back in, turn the left toes back forward, frame your left leg for pyramid, tuck the right toes under and folding over your left leg. Then bend the left knee, ground the palms, step the left foot back, down dog, and pedal out the legs once again. Come forward into your plank, lower all the way down to the belly. Bend your knees, grab your feet. When you're ready, inhale, kick up and lift. And start to release. And again, child's pose, feet toward the heels. Down dog. Pigeon, left leg up. Left knee in toward the nose. Land the shin to the floor. Set up your pose. Left knee, left thigh, angles out to side. Inch your right knee further back. Untuck your toes. Walk your hands back. Elongate through the spine. Make sure your hips are nice and level. And once you're set, make your way forward. You can stay in your forearms. You can make pillows with the hands and rest your forehead. All right, let's lift it back up. Stay here. Bending your right knee with your left hand. Reach for your right ankle. Flex your foot. Then as you kick back and lift the torso, maybe you can grab the other side as well and kick back. And begin to release. Walk your hands back in, tuck the right toes under, and press it back to your down dog. Walk it out side to side. All right, second side, right leg up. Draw the right knee in, land the shin to the floor, right knee, right thigh, angles out to side, 30 to 45 degrees. Inch your left knee further back, untuck the toes, walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. Once you're set, now you're ready to make your way forward. Again, staying in your forearms or making pillows with the hands. All righty, let's make your way up. And let's take that bind. So with your left hand supporting, bend your left knee, reach back to grab the left ankle with your right hand. Flex your foot and kick back. Now you can stay here, or if you can, taking both sides, flex your foot and kick back. Begin to release and make your way back to the down dog, pedaling out the legs. And then let's take a yogic squat. Walk your feet forward toward your hands. Let the feet be wide. Toes are turned out. Let the seat draw toward the heels, hands together in prayer. Press your elbows into your inner knees back into your elbows. Now, with that resistance, let the seat draw toward the floor, going deeper in your squat, but also then lifting your chest and leaning your arms up against your knees back up against your arms, and try to come to a more neutral spine position. Let the seat get heavy. As you press your elbows out and your knees in, your legs are engaged, glutes are engaged, but your inner thighs are finding openness, inner hips. And then let's take this yogic squat in a more passive position. Take the hands to the floor, walk your hands forward, chin toward the chest, and just release. Walk your hands back in, lift the torso up, and then with your hands behind you, take the seat down. Seated spinal twist. Now, if you don't have a lot of hip flexibility, keep the left leg extended, right foot over. Keep the right foot planted. Now, if you have more flexibility in your hips, you can take the full pose. Left heel comes in first, right leg over. Right hand behind you for support, left arm up. On the exhale, twist to the right. So you can take your elbow to top of the right leg and using that resistance to twist, or you can wrap the arm around the knee, or if that's still really tight and forces you to round and hunch, then take the left hand to the outer right knee and twist from there. So you want a tall, neutral spine when you take this twist. Take it back to center on the inhale. Exhale, counter twist. Release, back to center. Extend the legs forward. Then switching sides. So if you're taking a half pose, right leg extended, left leg over. Try to keep the foot flat. If you're taking the full pose, right heel comes in, left leg over. Left hand to the floor for support, right arm up on the inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Again, try to come to a more neutral position with your spine. And if the elbow to the top of the left leg is very tough for you and you end up hunching, then you can wrap the arm around the knee instead, or you can take the hand to the knee, giving you more extension. Inhale, take it back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. Release, back to center. Extend both legs forward. Let's take a forward fold once again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, grabbing your feet, ankles, or your shins. Start to make your way back up with your hands supporting to either side. Lower onto your back, and let's take a bridge pose. Bend your knees, step the heels in. Your feet should be about hip width. With your fingertips, feel for the back of the heels, and once you measure this out, press your heels down, lift your seat. You can keep your arms alongside the hips, parallel to each other, or you can interlace your fingers underneath you, walk your shoulders in, and then lift up higher. Softly start to roll on down the back. And then hugging both knees in once again. Keep the left knee in, extend the right leg out, recline twisting. Left arm out to a T, and twist to the right. Roll the left knee back to center, hug both knees in once again. Then keep the right knee in, extend the left leg out, right arm out to a T, twist to your left. Take it back to center again, hugging both knees in. And then step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward. Shavasana, final relaxation, toes turned out, arms alongside the body, and let it all go. Beginning to draw your breath back in and start to move the fingers and the toes. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. Roll over to the right and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position, and let's take a non-dominant shin on top. Reconnecting to an even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste. Thank you so much for your time today. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name again is Stephen Cheng, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. And you can register through ubindi.com for class. If you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information is on the bottom of the video. And of course, you can find all of this information again on my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again. Be well. See you next time.